What's up, Cherishing Flow fam? Welcome back to my channel where we are all about positivity, love, self-development, and all things in that vicinity. In today's video, we are talking about how to handle change like a boss. A lot has been changing in my life, and it is changing even now. I now have another channel, my couples channel. That will be in the description box below. I am blogging all the time. I am going back to work. So I'm about to be a pretty busy bee. Oh, and in the past few months, as you guys know, I have transitioned from moving to Alabama to Georgia. So my life has been pretty busy. And a lot of the busyness is coming with a lot of change and things that I have to adjust to. And so I decided that I was going to make a video about how to deal with change, how to get through the change and handle it like a boss instead of letting it overcome you. And since I suffer from anxiety, I will let you know that all of these changes have affected me to the point where I had a couple panic attacks in the past few months, a few anxiety attacks, things of that nature. But I got through it like a boss. So without further ado, let's get into this video. The first thing that I'm going to say in order to handle change and handle it well is to acknowledge the change. Acknowledge that the change is happening. Nothing is more detrimental to your mental health than trying to pretend as if things are not changing. Trying to pretend as if, oh, nothing's going to change. It's all going to be the same. It's going to be normal. No, acknowledge and embrace the fact that things are about to be different. You're going to have to adjust. Acknowledge that. Don't pretend it. Don't sweep it under the rug. None of that. None of that. Yes. The second way to handle change in a positive way, like a boss, is to write down every way that this change could positively affect your life. Don't write no negatives, none of that. Write down every way that this change could positively affect you, positively impact your life. Write that down and read that list. Read over it and imagine in your mind the scenarios. Imagine those things happening. Keep those things at the forefront of your mind. The third thing is, you're going to have fears. You're going to have anxieties. You're going to have questions. You're going to have, because it's the unknown, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how it's going to turn out. So of course there's going to be fear and anxieties that come along with it. Talk about those with someone. When we were first moving to Georgia, I spent a lot of time talking to one of my closest friends, Abby Omi, about how I was feeling about the move. I talked to my mother about how I was feeling about the move. I talked to my boyfriend about how I was feeling about the move. There was a lot of chit-chatting going on where I was like expressing myself like, this is happening. And every time I let out those anxieties and those fears and let other people, the people closest to me, know where my head was, the better I felt, the more in tune with myself I felt. And it was very therapeutic for me. And in doing so, I always felt better because those people would always put my mind at ease. And even if they didn't, me just getting it off my chest put me at ease. So find someone you trust and talk to them. Let them know what's going on. Let them know how you feel. Let them know where your head's at and what your fears are. The fourth thing is focus on what you can control. This is like the biggest issue with people who are like me, who are anal and like hate not knowing what's gonna happen. Don't focus on the things that you have no control over. Like, focus on what you can do. Think about what steps, what moves you're going to make once this change has come into fruition. Think about what it is that you're going to do to positively move forward. When I first found out I was moving to Georgia, or when we first made the decision to move to Georgia, the first thing I did was plan out what things I was going to do once I got here that was going to positively impact me. I wasn't worried about what could happen, if this was going to happen, what was like anything that I couldn't control. I didn't think about that. Even though, of course, it crept up into my mind, which brings me back to, talking about your fears with somebody. I did talk about those. But what I focused on, what I reminded myself on, was the things that I was going to be able to do. You can't control the change, but you control how you react to it. So focus on what you can do, what actions you can take to give you the best possible outcome. That's what you need to focus on. The fifth and most important thing that you need to do in order to handle change like the boss that you are, whoever you are, male or female, you a boss. So if you're watching this, it's because you know you a boss and you just want to make sure that you stay on your boss stuff. So the fifth and final and most important thing that you do when you are during change is to shower yourself with self-care. Any way that you do self-care, any of that, pampering yourself, loving yourself, affirmations, all of it. Shower yourself with that. Make yourself feel good in as many ways as possible. If that's getting your nails done, like myself, do that. If that is going to the mall, shopping or window shopping, if that is taking a nice walk, if that is going to the movies by yourself, pigging out in front of the TV one time for the one time, taking a nice bubble bath with some candles, and you set up the iPad so you can watch you some Netflix. Girl, I love that. Setting up that bed, like one thing that I do now on a regular basis, quick little self-care pro quote tip, is I do every single week, I take a bubble bath with like some, I don't drink wine on a regular basis. Sometimes I do, but if not wine, I'll give me some juice in a glass that look like wine, and set up my iPad in the bathroom, and I'll set up some candles if I have some candles, some little smell goods if I have some smell goods, and I'll just sit in the bathtub and watch me a little show and just relax. And then I do a face mask, something like that. Y'all, nothing feels better. It's so relaxing. Like, do whatever it is it takes to relax you. If you can afford to go to the spa, girl, go to the spa. If you can afford, like men, I don't know what men do for self-care. I know they like to exercise and play sports. So go to the gym, do what you do. You know, shower yourself with self-care. That's probably like that was like the biggest help for me. I did things that I enjoyed to do, that I loved, that made me feel wind down and helped relax me mentally and emotionally and made me happy. So yeah, surround yourself with that when you're faced with a change. So yeah, those are my 5 things for how to handle change like a boss. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Something on here might have helped you out. If you're going through a process of change, I understand that it can be frustrating. It can cause you a lot of anxiety and stress, but I promise you that where you are right now, at some point you had to go through a change to get here. And look at you now, getting it like a boss. So let's think about it that way. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me lean my head on the wall. That's how y'all know I'm tired, y'all. I had 2 interviews today, and your girl done edited 2 videos today. I'm tired. And I done wrote some blog posts. Your girl is tired, y'all. But it's okay, because I'm in a great mood. Smiling. La 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 la. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And be sure to follow me on all of my social media. They will all be in the links below. You can pretty much find me on anything: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all under CherishingFlo. Even on LinkedIn, I think. But LinkedIn actually might be Ricky Parker. I don't know. But I know that on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Facebook, you can find me under CherishingFlo. So go subscribe to everything. Subscribe to my email list on my blog, CherishingFlo.com. You will get special updates, special this, that, and the other, special discounts, special giveaways, all sorts of things. Every single one of my social media sites has different content that focuses towards different things. So you'll get something different from each one, but it'll all be me. So if you want to keep up with me, do that. And I will see you guys in the next video.